Want to volunteer for prayer?
I'll say it.
Okay.
Our Father in heaven, we're grateful for this day. We're grateful for the many blessings that was given us, and we're grateful for the gospel in our lives and for the blessings we receive. And we're grateful for this opportunity we have to gather as a group. We ask that Thy Spirit may be with us to lead and guide us to learn from each other, and ask that Thou would continue to help us throughout the semester with all our other classes. And we love Thee, and we say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 All right. Thank you, Bo. So this week, sorry, I'm just kind of taking over. Does anyone want to be in charge, take the lead?
Nope.
No?
Go ahead.
That Nathan.
Doing great.
All right.
Sure.
So this week we're reading chapters 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah.
In our group, we're assigned to give an example of when a contract requires written evidence to be enforceable. So does everyone kind of understand what they're looking for?
Yeah, I had a hard time trying to find something, or at least demonstrating it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I found
think I got
something,
it.
but I don't know how well it ties in. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little more tricky this time.
We just start going through our examples.
sounds good. Who wants to go first?
I'll
can't.
start. Okay.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just start. My article that I found called NHL Moves. It just talked about some moves that they've had with teams. So the Sabres signed a name that I can't say. Actually, both teams. Lightning signed someone. But basically, the article talks about how these players sign multiple year contracts, and so part of that contract, they'd have to, there was an offer made basically by the team, and since it goes over a couple of years, it's not just a few days or something, but it's over a year, they sign a contract. It's not just verbal, but it's an actual contract. So that's what mine was.
I can go next.
Okay.
Mine's kind of similar. Mine's about a condominium tower. We get retail tenants. Says, coffee shop and established sightseeing company have decided to lease out a building together in Harlem near Central Park. The company has leased out the building for 10 years and plans to gain other locations in the near future. And their main goal is to rent out to retail tenants. And I didn't write this, but I mean, obviously, the lease was for 10 years, and so it was more than the year. So they're going to need a written contract.
Sounds good. I'll read mine. Mine's quite a bit different. So maybe I'm way off base. My article is the U.S. appeal ruling that the ruling throws out case against Bank of America. I've got this article relates to the mortgage housing crisis of 2007 and 8, where Bank of America was found making extremely risky loans. In the original case in 2013, a jury found Bank of America and one of its executives liable for fraud, and the judge later levied a $1.27 billion penalty against the bank and a $1 million penalty against the executive. In this article, it shows how a lower court did not look at all the written contractual evidence when making the decision to find Bank of America and the executive guilty of fraud. Judges found that the issue turned on a technical point. When exactly did Countrywide, which is a subsidy of Bank of America, make any alleged misrepresentations about the mortgages it sold to the housing finance companies. The appeals court ruled the only representation Countrywide made came in contracts entered into years before the allegedly shoddy loans were sold. The court overlooked terms in the contracts that provided that Countrywide continually made the representations about the loan when it delivered the mortgage, not just at the time of contracting. If the court and jury had looked at all the evidence available when they would have come to the correct conclusion at the first trial rather than making it go to an appeals and then through another trial. That's what I got.
Okay.
I don't
Can you guys
know.
hear me now?
You're good now.
Oh,
Nope, we just lost you.
Yeah, so close.
We got nothing, Ryan.
on. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
It's showing the green bars. Is it working?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to read mine now.
Go while you
Okay.
can.
Yeah, seriously. I got to get a newer webcam, obviously. Okay. Malcolm Dorman is a wealthy retired surgeon looking to sell his beachfront house for $20 million. For the last 10 years, Malcolm's neighbor, Sue, has been picking the flowers and using the gazebo in the backyard for her daily yoga session with Malcolm's verbal permission. Does Sue's use of the property need to be documented in order to create a contract with a future owner of the property if she wishes to continue as she has? It's kind of an example and a question.
Okay. Real, just quick question. You know we were supposed to get stuff out of the Wall Street Journal this week, right?
Yeah, and that's straight off the front page or off the mansions,
Oh.
section. But
Okay.
it's crazy because I'm super jealous. He bought the house for $700,000 in '85, so he's selling it for $20 million, which is about $500,000 a year, even adjusted for inflation. So
Wow.
yeah, that lucky son of a gun. But yeah, his name's Malcolm Dorman.
Sounded like something you could have made up.
Yeah.
Part of it's made up. Sue doesn't exist, but the gazebo does, and the flowers from the article.
Okay.
So
That's really good.
there you go.
All right, Bo.
So I totally spaced it, and I didn't know we were supposed to get it from the Wall Street Journal. So
Well, let's go with hear what you got.
I messed up. So I guess I don't know if this applies, I guess. But I just wrote, John has been interested in buying Robert's farmland, which is in a total of 40 acres. John and Robert agree on a price, and they have a memorandum written up stating that John has purchased the 40 acres with the price that he and Robert agreed on. So I don't even know if that applies now because I didn't even look on that.
Well, as long as it's over $500, it requires a contract.
Yeah.
And then anybody know what happened to McKay?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Well,
Did McKay
who
read
do
this? Or
who do we want to use? I like Brody's and Carly's the best. Although I like Ryan's too.
Ryan's is good. Ryan's is more.
sounds made up.
It's great because it sounds made up, and then you're gonna be like, "Just kidding! Oh, it's from the actual."
Yeah.
Like Sykes teacher out.
Okay.
Not that we want to do that.
Shall we create a Google Doc again?
Yeah, that worked really well.
All right. I'm going to create the Google Doc. Group 6, week 5. And you guys noticed that they didn't use our example for the last quiz because the feedback was that it wasn't, it was actually consideration, or it was an offer, a counter offer or something.
No.
Okay.
Whoops.
All right, I'll share this in a second. If you guys want to read the actual article, I'll put the link in there for that too. Sharing. Almost everybody. Need. Okay. All right, I sent the link. Oh, wait. Those are BYU addresses for PIN 13002 and HAN 14026. And let's see.
Well, that's McKay. McKay's one of them.
Okay. So let me.
There's mine. I put it on the chat.
Okay. The other one might be. Okay. It's coming your way.
When I went to the one we did last week, McKay was there.
Okay.
Oh, but now he's not.
Okay.
Oh, now he is.
Okay, I've shared it with you all. The URL for it is there's the URL for it if you guys want to read it.
Okay.
Okay, where do we go from here?
Should go. How can we do it? So at the end of your example, is that a question you asked?
Yep. We can move that to the question.
So then would our answers be like yes because of this, and like yes because of this, or then no because of this, and no because of this, like that type of thing?
I think so.
Yeah, I think.
Those have been the hardest questions on the quiz lately for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Does that sound like the correct answer? Yes, because it's been going on for over 1 year. And that has to be a contract because it's more than a year.
Wasn't the reason also that it has to do with things connected to the property, the real estate? Maybe she has been picking and selling the flowers.
Well, we want to make sure we're not like straying. We don't want to add stuff to the situation that wasn't in the
No,
story.
Sue wasn't
You know what I
in
mean?
the article. She's not in the article. Just the setup, the property existing and being for sale and having a gazebo and flowers and pool.
Okay.
So does it have to be an exact, like an actual, maybe this isn't a valid one. Because Sue is made up.
So the only thing the thing that's from the story is just the retired surgeon selling his beachfront house. And the rest of it is made up?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, obviously it's got the flowers and gazebo. That's not made up, but the actual scenario there is.
Right. At first I thought about just using, is there documentation required for the sale of the property if the buyer pays cash? But, that's too obvious, I think. It's kind of weird because it feels like the mansions section of the Wall Street Journal is just kind of like paid for property ads by real estate agents. They just pay the Wall Street Journal to put their listings on there.
Smart.
You got that kind of money, why not? Rich people are the ones predominantly reading the Wall Street Journal, right? Rich people
Good
and
audience.
students.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah,
I don't know the rule on that.
I would feel more comfortable if we didn't like go too far from what the story was. I think we should stick with something that's like specifically in the article. You know what I mean?
Sure. There is mention that he recently remodeled it. It doesn't say that, there was any documents or contracts with his workers. Doesn't mention any of that. So it also mentions that the agent recommends that the new buyer could just demolish it and rebuild.
Why would you do that to a $20 million home?
If you got 20 million and it's a beachfront, it's one of the only ones that's a single family residence on the beach.
Yeah, I guess you could demolish it and build a hotel or something.
Yeah, probably not the house that's worth that much. It's just the land, the acre, because everyone wants a beach house.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's ridiculous. 5,000 square foot house. It doesn't even look that impressive from the picture, but
So are we using the example? Are we not?
I'm down with not if you guys don't want to. I think it'd be okay. I think that eventually you have to add something to it in order to come up with a question in almost every article.
I mean, if you guys feel good about it, let's go ahead and do it.
Well, didn't it say like selling a house requires a contract? So he's gonna, or like a written contract. So
Selling goods over $500. Would that be a house be like a good that you can
well, I
sell?
thought it said real estate too, because there's like 5 points or something.
Yeah, real estate is.
Yeah, real estate's one of the things that requires a written contract.
Yeah. So it'd be like what's going to be required? Is a written contract going to be required or something like that? So yeah, a contract for the sale of land requires something written.
So let's see.
So it could work.
So what if we made the question and does the sale of this property require a written contract and why as the question, and then we don't have to use the sue and picking flowers and stuff, and then the answers can be yes because of this, yes because of that, and no.
I think that works.
Sure.
I would say yes because it's a sale of land. It doesn't have to be 500. That's just one thing. It says the contract to sell goods for 500 or more. That's just one of the bullet points
Yeah.
required. It says either sell of land or perform within, or won't be performed within 1 year, or it sells for over $500 a good.
So we just want to make it yes because it is a sale of land.
Yeah.
Like that's easy though.
Well, yeah, but we can make the other distractors just as seemingly obvious, but wrong. Like yes, because it's I don't know, because it's been owned for more than a year, which is
Yeah,
not true. That's not the reason.
That's a tricky question, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that sounds like one of the other things where it says a contract will not be performed within 1 year. So, I mean, that's a trick question, but it's like pretty obvious. Like, no, that's not the right answer.
Yeah.
Basically testing if they'll read it.
So the one because Malcolm owned it for more than a year. That fulfills another contract he made, right? Not the specific contract of selling it, correct?
The year has nothing to do with it. The amount of
Yeah.
time, because it's real estate. 1 year doesn't mean anything to this particular agreement.
Yeah, because if for 1 year to take effect, it would have to be, in order to complete the contract, takes more than 1 year.
If it was him contracting with a builder to build it and it took longer than a year to build it, then it would require a written contract.
Yep.
But this is just about him owning and selling it.
McKay's back.
I don't think my mic's working. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, my computer died on me. I made fun of Ryan for having computer problems.
Hey, you guys are welcome. I'm the old guy with the old tech, so
Came back to get me though. It's okay.
So
So what kind of,
use?
do you want to use 3 yeses and 1 no? Or just 2 yeses?
Good.
I like 2 yeses and 2 nos.
Yeah, I think 2 and 2.
All right, what?
Um,
How about?
here.
No, I don't like that.
that's a good one. Number 2. An ordering will do it for
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
We need a yes one.
We
Yeah.
need a no. We have another no.
Yeah, I think we got both yeses. I just need
Okay.
one more no.
No.
How about that? He'll sell it to his nephew.
There you go.
There you go.
Well, that's great.
I want to be his nephew. Niece.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be related to him. No, because he would sell it.
And
Hey Ryan, I just requested permission on the document.
oh yeah, I don't see that. Let's see.
I don't know if it went to
What's your Gmail address?
email. I'll just type it in here. It'll probably be easiest.
Fine.
There we go.
Okay, you got it.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, I'm all kinds of behind right here.
written contract is still needed regardless of
Who
relation.
buys the property?
Yeah, regardless of relationship.
Right.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. What should our explanation say?
Maybe just that since it's for a sale of land, it requires a contract to be written.
That works.
Yeah.
Is the explanation shown in the quiz, or is
I
it
don't
given?
think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I
I
haven't,
don't-
I haven't ever seen it.
I think it's
Maybe
just for the teacher to understand where we're coming from.
Okay.
um,
Thanks for meeting early, by the way.
Yeah.
How about half the explanation? Since this article is about the sale of land, it just sounded
Yeah.
funny with since this contract, and then a written contract is required.
Short and to the point.
I think that's a lot better.
And maybe the hyperlink should be in the explanation as well.
Put it in the explanation instead of, yeah.
Sure.
With wrong answer number 2, do we want to reword how that sounds? Because if you read the question, it says, "Does the sale of this property require a written contract, and why?" Not when he sells it to his family.
How about no? How about that? No written agreement is required when selling to a family member.
Yeah,
That'll work.
that works.
Must be related to Trump.
Oh, sad time. All right.
We live in sad times, guys.
I think I've gotten a Trump joke in every class I've been to today.
Okay. Are we good?
I like it.
I think it looks good.
Thank you.
I think she'll use it too.
Yep.
Didn't even know that was an option till that last quiz.
Yeah.
Can you give our example?
Didn't use our question in the last quiz.
Ouch.
Staff. We're getting faster, guys.
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Doesn't take an hour.
Okay. Anybody have anything else they want to say, or any other topics?
I'm good.
No? I'm good, yeah. Next week might be a little harder for me. My house is getting packed up next Wednesday and Thursday, so we're on the move.
Okay.
Dang.
I should be here, but if I'm not, it's because of the chaos of working on moving. So
Okay.
Did we want to plan just on 7, the normal time? Or did 6:30 work for everybody a little bit better? What?
whatever works for you guys.
I prefer the little bit later one, the 7 o'clock or 7:15.
Okay.
But if anybody else needs to meet earlier, that's fine. It actually works great for me this week. I have a daddy-daughter dinner, so
Oh, well, you have fun at that.
Nice.
I will. It's a good time.
Okay, so we can just do 7:15 next week. Does that work?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Who's gonna submit it?
I've got to leave right now, so I don't have time. Sorry.
Well, I can do it again. I just need the link to the HOA.
I could do it too. I just don't know how to. I guess
Just
I
save it as a PDF.
save as a PDF and then just upload it.
Yeah, and just upload it to the assignment in iLearn.
I can do that.
Okay.
Since I have the link in.
Sounds
It's pretty much done except the link.
What?
It's pretty much done except the link.
Okay. Well, I will put that in then.
all right. Well, we will see everyone next week at 7:15.
Sounds good.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.